Hello everyone. Yesterday I did a video of my second infusion, second half dose of Ocrevus or ocrelizumab, and I touched on a topic that I feel like I want to start on today, and that is the mentality and the mindset of living with MS and looking at more positives as opposed to negatives, or if you do have negatives, try and pick out what the positives are within that negative, because more often than not there are little things that can be a positive, be a plus side, and I just want to talk a little bit about it, because I know that they're not even just with MS, with lots of illnesses, diseases, there's a lot of people that feel mentally drained or down, upset, depressed, or anything like that. And obviously my experiences are based around multiple sclerosis, but other people have got it as well for different illnesses and that. But I just want to talk about that, basically. I just want to talk about what you can do and the way you can look at things. Now, obviously, everyone is completely different. Some people have got more of a stronger mentality, some people don't. Some people have got better lives. Some people have got more negative issues. There's people out there with all different problems. I mean, there's the whole logic of when you work in retail. First of all, when you first start working in retail, your bosses and everyone will tell you, you've got to treat every customer the same. You cannot possibly treat every customer the same. It doesn't even make any sense as a logic. It doesn't make absolutely any sense, because you can't possibly treat everyone the same, because everyone's got their own needs. Able-bodied, not able-bodied, but there's people who've got stories. Sorry. People have all got their own things that they have to deal with. Now, I will say certain things that I personally look at that give me my positive vibes, my things that give me reason to wake up in the morning. Do you know what I mean? Things that make me happier, that kind of take away a lot of the problems in very strange ways. It does take away issues. It makes you think, do you know what, this sucks, I can't walk, I'm in constant pain all day, every day, bar none. But at the same point, I have got my kids here. I do live with my children. I've got 3 children. Yes, they can drive you mad, of course they can, but every day I wake up in the morning to my kids, every single day. That's a positive side. As previous videos have stated, and some of you know, I went completely blind in my left eye last April. So a year, basically. In fact, I believe it's a year ago today I actually found out I had optic neuritis. So that is something. My vision's back. So the truth of the matter is, losing my vision is way worse than using the use of my legs. Do you know what I mean? Going blind to me personally, is kind of one of the worst things that can possibly happen. So, it scared the hell out of me. And did I know I was going to get better? Not really. I thought I might, with steroids and everything, like I was being told by my nurses and everything. They said the steroids can assist with it. But I didn't have steroids until January this year. So it gradually came back. I was only blind for about 2 weeks. Only in my left eye as well. My right eye wasn't good, but my left eye I couldn't see anything out of. But now I sit there and think, well, I've got my eyesight back. So that's a positive, because I can now see again. There's lots of tiny little things. It's like I've said before as well, one of the most bitter pills to swallow with the idea of not being able to get on the back of a motorbike again. Well, there's another way of looking at that. I might not be able to get back on a 2-wheel motorbike again, but there's absolutely nothing stopping me from getting on the back of a trike. Now, is that exactly what I'd like? No, but it's still 3 wheels is better than no wheels. Do you understand? So there is positive sides to it. You just got to kind of either adapt or pick out the good things. Because everyone has got good things in one way or another, whether it be friends, whether it be family, whether it be kids, whether it be financial, no matter what it is, there's always going to be something there that you can pick out a positive side. And try and keep that in your mind. Try to keep positive. Try to think about the good things. You obviously are going to think about the bad things. You can't get away from them, especially if you're living with something, I don't know, lifelong, or something that stays with you at all times, mentally or physically. But there will be good things. There will be tiny little things that happen in between. Do you know what I mean? Or something that, think about the positives. I know that sounds a bit ridiculous to say because it's easier said than done, but dedicate yourself to looking at the positives and try to stay away from the negatives as much as you possibly can. And then that can actually make you feel better within yourself. It can make you feel less drained. It can make you feel less upset or angry or any emotion that's negative. It can reduce it. It might not take it away completely, but it can help it massively. And you've got to remember as well that like I said, I have a lot of respect for the people that do these. There's the MS Trust, the MS Society, do lines that you can call if you're not feeling very happy, in whatever way, whether you're feeling depressed, suicidal, anything, angry, anxious, anything. You can get in contact with the MS Society, the MS Trust. They're the two that I know of. I know for a fact there's going to be more out there, but when you call them, they are basically a friendly ear to talk to. Now, these people, not all of them have had to live physically with these conditions, but they do know quite a lot about it. And what they do is basically try to calm you down and relax you. That's kind of the point in them. They don't have loads of information to give you. They can only give you an ear to listen, give you an ear for you to talk into. They do pretty damn good work. A lot of people have got family that will do exactly the same thing. Now, obviously, and I'm talking specifically to MS patients, people, neurologists, doctors, MS nurses, anything, family, friends, absolutely anybody that doesn't have MS has got no idea what it's actually like to live with. Now, obviously, neurologists and MS nurses are highly trained. They know a lot about the disease. But they have never had to actually live with it. And so that they've got experience in some ways. The people that you really need to speak to would be sort of someone with MS. Someone that is actively living with it. I'm quite lucky. I've got a friend called Jamie, who is a good friend of mine's brother that I met him before, but I didn't even know he had MS. And then we've actually kind of formed a bit of a friendship because he kind of helped me out when I was diagnosed and helped me out with treatment. I mean, he was the one that was on the trials for 10 years for Tecfidera, and he suggested I went on it as well. He was on it for 10 years and it stopped working for him and it did nothing for me. But he's a really nice guy, so I've actually formed a friendship out of it. A friendship which is new, obviously. Like I said, I did know of him before because I've known his sister for 7 or 8 years. In fact, it's longer than that, I think. Yeah, it's longer than that. And yeah, so you look for people. There's pages on Facebook, obviously. There's groups on Facebook. I originally actually tried to start a group on Facebook, and it didn't, I don't know, take off, shall we say. But there are other groups that are pretty damn big. I'm not mentioning them. You'll have to look up online for them. But yeah, always just talk to people. Talk to anyone. Even if you do talk, even if you don't know anyone with MS. There are a lot of people out there on these said pages that have got it. They're living with pretty much the same thing as we are. Obviously in different ways, but living with the same thing. Don't battle it on your own. That wouldn't help anyone. Okay? Once again, if you fancy a chat, drop us a message. I'm more than happy to talk to anybody. Just a chat. Doesn't matter. Okay? Thank you, guys.